fight and Rolly Romero.
Right.
I think they got off to the right foot. I think that was exactly how you wanted to introduce yourself to boxing. I thought that night was insane last Saturday. And now we got Netflix getting into the picture, and now they're doing the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Now, I have nothing against Jake Paul. I love Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul has added a lot to this culture of boxing, right? I am not a big fan of them starting off what we all love as boxing, the sweet science, with Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I don't think that this is the introduction that Netflix should be having to introduce boxing to their platform. What
I
do you think?
I beg to differ, bro. I
I know, sir.
believe it's the perfect situation for Netflix to step in because this is the highest level of boxing as far as names go, as far as celebrities go. Know what I'm saying? Now, as far as talent and all that, nah, because Mike, of course, he's a shell of himself. He's 60 years old, bro. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jake Paul is a YouTuber turned boxer. So the talent level is not going to be there as far as hungry fighters and shit like that. But I believe, and it's a conversation that I often have. When certain people come into boxing, certain companies come into boxing, they turn it into what it's supposed to be, which is a show, entertainment. They turn it into a extravaganza, and that's
Yeah.
what I believe that car is going to be. It's not even so much about the fight. It's about they gonna have performances. They gonna have the right people there to make it look how it's supposed to look. Now I'm saying like
Yeah.
it's an extravaganza, bro. Know what I'm saying? So I believe Netflix gonna
I
do it the
get
way it's
that.
supposed to be done.
I get that. But to introduce the first event with Mike Tyson, 58 years old, versus Ryan Garcia, 2-minute rules, no judging. It's not even a real fight. It's not even a sanctioned fight. Why would you want to introduce, and this is my opinion, boxing in that manner? Now, if they would have done this the second or third, I get that. But you could have went and got, or attempted, because you do have money, right? You could have attempted and go and got, I don't know, Benavidez versus Canelo. I mean, Canelo said he wants $150 million. You guys can definitely reach that. You guys just paid Dave Chappelle something like some ridiculous amount of money. You guys have paid a bunch of people. So to me, to introduce your platform, boxing to your platform like that, I don't know, man. Like 58 years old, I'm not a fan of it. To be honest with you, I love Mike, but man, I don't know, man. I don't think that would not be. I like the way Amazon introduced it because I think Amazon is trying to put it in a way where we're gonna get the real fans out there. You know what I mean?
Yo, I like I said, I believe this the right situation where Netflix is supposed to come in and and show y'all how boxing is supposed to be done. Because the average promoters now, they not carrying it how they supposed to carry it. Now I'm saying like they not like you got Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, you got Top Rank with Bob Arum, you got Eddie Hearn. To me, these guys are not putting on a show no more. They more so relying on just a fight, which of course is what boxing is about. But at the end of the day, it's entertainment. We in a different world now.
No,
We in the
100%.
we in the internet era, bro. You gotta entertain these people. The attention span is so nasty now. People not sitting and watching. Like imagine, all right, think about this, Nobs. The co-main event and the main event last week was fire, bro.
Fire.
It was fire. But imagine if they had to sit through three other fights to get there, and the fights is just not bomb burners like that.
Yeah,
Nobody would have sat there to get to the co-main event and main event.
that's true.
Know what I'm saying? So I feel you have to make a boxing card extravaganza just to keep
No,
people
no,
watching.
I'm with you, but I think that with the current stock of guys that we have in boxing, there's a lot of guys that don't get opportunity. You can add all that stuff. There's different things. Like for instance, the NFL. I'm a huge NFL fan, right? Every year they change rules to bring more offense in the NFL to make more people tune in, right? That's what you do. You alter it. You can add things to the show. But to start off with Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, 2-minute rounds, to me, if you're trying to get that hardcore boxing fan to tune in and say, "Hey, I want to pay for this," it's hard for me. It's hard for me. And listen, we love Mike Tyson. We all love Mike Tyson. So he has to take these weird tests because he's that's how old he is. He has to take an EPG and an E and whatever. Like he's 58 years old. It's to me, it's not the best foot forward. I'd rather them have went and gotten Bivol and Better Be or even
No, they
Benavidez.
know them shits ain't gonna do them type of numbers like a Jake Paul. And
100%. But
come on, bro.
who are you actually attracting at that point? Who are you
That
attracting?
is Netflix. They don't care about the boxing. They don't care about the hardcore boxing fans.
They're investing millions,
Right.
billions
That's
into
but
live
but
streaming.
but that's because it's bigger than boxing, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
it's now this what they about to do with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is bigger than boxing. It's not even boxing, bro. Let's not even look at it as boxing, bro.
Okay.
It's a movie. Know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a Rocky movie. Know what I'm saying? Like it's not no boxing fight. Know what I mean? Because we don't even know what's gonna happen, bro. We don't know if Mike Tyson even gonna be able to throw a punch. Know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but we curious to see. Know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a movie, bro. This is a whole movie. We want to see how it's going to end. Know what I'm saying? Like, and they got to keep us entertained. Know what I'm saying? Until we could get to that point. So I think Netflix. I think this the right situation for Netflix because they wouldn't have invested. They wouldn't have been invested if it was somebody else. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, listen, Jake Paul is a huge name. We all know that. I love
Facts.
Jake. I love Jake to death. Don't get it twisted. I just didn't think this would be the best move, in my opinion. Like, it's kind of, I mean, I get it. It's Mike Tyson. But I don't believe you're going to get a lot of the purists. You're just going to get a lot of people tuned in. I get it. This is just reviews. I get it. They're paying, I think, Jake $30 million, Mike Tyson 20. It's $50 million invested just in those two individuals. So I get that. Now, what are you going to do with the rest of the card? Is this going to be there going to be some really good boxers on there? Are we going to get Amanda Serrano on there? What are we going to get? Are we going to get bigger fights? I mean, to me, I like the using Jake's name to shed light on boxing, but at least keep it to where it actually is still boxing. You know what I mean? I don't want a freak show. I don't want to see Nate Robinson laid out. I don't want to see, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Use Jake for what Jake, like for instance, what Jake is doing for Puerto Rico is brilliant. You know what I mean? What he did for Amanda Serrano and Jay Leon Love, making him one of the bigger trainers now, shedding light on these individuals. That stuff is great. You know what I mean? But do it with the intention to grow the sport, not the sideshow. And I think that's where I'm kind of at it with it at this point. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. So I
I
don't know.
feel you.
I just want it to be so. And again, I love Mike Tyson, man. I grew up on watching Mike. I was devastated when he lost to Buster Douglas. I mean, devastated. You know what I mean? So to see him at 58 fighting Jake, and I love Jake. El Gallo de Dorado, I love Jake. What he does for my people in Puerto Rico, I love it. I just don't love this fight. And I think that Netflix, and I'm going to be tuned in. You know what I mean? I'm going to be tuned in. And you're right. It's going to get views.
Exactly. You saying all that to say you gonna be tuned in,
Of
bro.
course. Listen, Mike, I don't think I've ever missed a Mike Tyson fight. First of all, like literally. I think what's funny? The one fight I did miss because I was a kid when he fought Buster Douglas. And it was like, I think it was in Japan or something like that, right?
Yeah, it
It
was
was
in
late.
Japan. Yep.
It was Japan. It was late. I missed that fight because it was so late. I was a kid. And he lost. So I don't know, man. I love what Amazon did with the Tim Zoo and even getting a great replacement. I thought the replacement was better than him fighting Thurman. You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact.
Like, to be honest, I thought it was great. But I mean, I think boxing. I think a lot of people were like, "Yo, boxing is gonna lose because they lost Showtime." But I listen. I've been in meetings with Amazon before. I know what they're looking for, and I think that's why I wasn't mad when Canelo came out and said he wanted 150 million because he knows how deep these pockets are. You know what I'm saying? He knows that fight is going to generate, oh my God, millions upon millions. So, I like the streaming platforms being in there. I just don't want it to be a sideshow. I do still love the sweet science. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm
How they
tripping.
how they can even that out, bro? It's like you mentioned, they gotta have a fire undercard. They gotta have a fire undercard, bro. They gotta have real boxing matches on the
Yeah,
undercard, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to even it out.
yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you, and that's my thing. Like I said, I just want it to be based on the sport, man. I wanted to push the sport forward because it is a great sport. And there is a lot of great talent coming up, man. And again, I think, listen, look at 154 pounds right now.